At the great house of Collinwood, Victoria Winters has returned from her strange and haunting adventure in the past. But the terrible events she lived through there are beginning to change not only her life, but the lives of those around her. For mysterious and unexplainable things are happening, events which make no sense, but must be part of some grand evil plan. And the latest is a sudden marriage between total strangers.
Darling, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing, love, nothing at all.
We don't know each other very well, but I do know you well enough to see that you're upset.
No, I'm not.
You know, your sister would have stopped us from marrying if she had known.
No, she wouldn't have been able to.
Roger, let's not go away.
Of course we've got to have our trip.
I wouldn't enjoy it.
Cassandra.
I wouldn't, not knowing that we have to come back here and deal with this hostility. Let's fight it out now, and then go away.
I will not change my plans.
You're so used to doing things because you've decided to. If your mood changes, let your plans change too. Please.
I need you.
Then we'll forget all about the trip.
Now, wait a minute,
Roger? Oh, excuse me. There's a long-distance phone for you on the private phone in the study.
Oh, it must be the travel agent. Excuse me.
Roger!
Now, I will not be able to change that quickly, my dear. The trip will do us good. You'll see.
Shall we be frank with one another?
We have to be.
I know you don't approve of me.
I don't approve of the marriage. Not because of you, I don't know you, but I do know my brother.
That gives us something in common. I want him to be happy, do you?
Well, of course.
I'll do anything to make him happy.
Well, then you'll have a chance to.
Tell me how.
You can have your marriage annulled.
Does Roger want our marriage annulled?
No.
Well, then how dare you suggest it to me?
You don't know Roger.
I know him better than you do.
You met him 2 days ago.
I have watched him carefully. I've listened to him. I have thought about him. I don't think anyone here has done that in a long time.
You are wrong. Frankly, I've been very concerned about my brother recently.
Why? Hasn't he been doing what you want him to do?
That was uncalled for. My brother and I are old enough and mature enough to lead our own lives.
If you really believe that, let him.
Please listen to me. Roger today is very different from the man he was a month ago.
Yes, he's making his own decisions now.
And often irrational ones.
They may seem so to you.
He disappeared from this house 3 days ago. And he checked in at the Collinsport Inn.
Haven't you ever wanted to go away by yourself, think things over?
No, I haven't. And I don't understand why Roger is doing it.
Did you ask his reason?
Well, of course, but I got no answer. It isn't only the inn. He's been confusing us with people in the past. Naomi, for me, one of our ancestors. And he talks to me as if he were Joshua, Naomi's husband. Surely you can't call that a simple symptom?
No, not if it happened.
Well, I'm telling you it did, and please believe me for your own sake. This marriage isn't fair to you.
That is for me to decide.
This isn't easy for me. Telling a stranger things I've barely admitted to myself. Wait till he confuses you with some picture he's seen.
Mrs. Stoddard, do you trust me?
Well, obviously, or I wouldn't be saying the things I have.
You trust me, and you know nothing about me. I trust Roger. It's as simple as that. I want to spend the rest of my life with him.
You're almost foolishly romantic.
Oh, not at all. I look forward to finding out everything there is to know about Roger as we live together. I'm not afraid of anything. I would never marry a man I knew well. How boring that would be.
That sounds very nice, but I wonder if it works.
You don't understand. I can see your mind racing around, searching for some other reason. Money, I suppose.
You said it. I didn't.
Oh, you're too much of a lady. I'm not. I've never had any money. I don't know how much it means to me. Not very much, I don't think. I was going to be a teacher. You don't become a teacher if you want to be rich. But the question still is, would I have married Roger if all this had not been his?
It isn't his.
Mrs. Stoddard, even I have heard of the Collinses of Collinsport.
This house and the business are mine.
Well, then we will have to look for someplace else to live. Won't we?
No! I didn't mean it that way.
I think it might be best.
Please. Don't intentionally misunderstand me.
I don't think I am. Your attitude toward your brother shocks me.
Well, I'm sorry if it does. But I'm worried about him. I'm trying to be honest. He's ill.
I think that's my problem now, isn't
Well,
it?
if you think it is, then stop him from going on this trip and get him to see a doctor.
One of your choosing, I suppose.
Any good one. I don't care who it is.
Mrs. Stoddard, I shall have to wait until I see the symptoms myself.
Cassandra!
Coming, Roger.
Please. Please talk to him about seeing a doctor.
I know what Roger needs. He needs me.
No, he needs other help.
Yes. To make him stay here with you.
And this is my room.
Our room.
Our room, of course. Oh, how nice that sounds.
Oh, darling, let's not go away. I know you've made the arrangements, but let's cancel.
Now, darling, it'll be much better this way. It'll give everyone plenty of time to accept the fact.
Why give them the time?
What, dear?
Why give them the time to think, to plan against us? Because they are going to do that. I know that now. Nothing is going to be as simple as I thought it would be.
When did you have time to think how it would be?
Why, on the drive from Collinsport, of course. When else? Oh, darling, your sister and your cousin Barnabas. The moment we leave, they're going to start planning things.
Well, let them.
Oh, we won't enjoy ourselves if we know that we have to face all that when we come back. Oh, dear Roger, if I'm here, I can deal with them.
There won't be anything that you'll have to deal with, dear.
But I want to. Honestly, I do.
Now, we'll go on our trip this afternoon. I won't let any of them harm you. There's nothing you can do about it.
No. No, there isn't. I forgot. I married a man who never gives in at all.
I didn't know what to do. She made me feel like a jealous, interfering woman. I said things I didn't want to say and wouldn't have said under different circumstances.
Cassandra is the woman in the picture.
What?
Look at it. Can't you see?
Yes, there is a resemblance. But resemblances don't mean anything. Why, if the clothes in Barnabas Collins' portrait weren't there, you'd think he was our Barnabas.
Yes, you would, wouldn't you?
But in Barnabas's case, there's a reason.
Yes.
The antique dealer told us this portrait was over 150 years old. So you see, Vicky, you're really working your imagination overtime.
Liz! Where's Julia Hoffman?
In her room, I guess.
What happened?
Cassandra, she's had an accident. Help me find Julia.
Well, you're very fortunate. It could have been a broken bone. But it's only sprain. Stay off it for a few days.
Oh, Roger will be so disappointed.
Yes, I'm sure. In the excitement, I forgot to say, I hope you'll be very happy.
Thank you.
Well, does it hurt that much? It shouldn't.
No, no, it's not my ankle.
Well, what is it then?
You're the first person in this house to wish me your best.
Oh, Mrs. Collins. You're talking about a very inbred family. I don't mean that unkindly. They're just not terribly used to a Collins doing the unexpected. Actually, they should be. But they're really quite nice. You'll find them very nice.
Will I?
Yes, I have. I hope you will.
I can understand Mrs. Stoddard's resentment. After all, she's had Roger around for years and years. But Barnabas Collins, I don't understand his hostility. After all, he and Roger are nearly the same age, and they've both been unmarried for some time.
Barnabas has never been married.
Oh, hasn't he? Do you know him well?
Barnabas's manner is very distant. Few people know him well.
Do you?
Yes.
How long have you known him?
Well, not long, just 6 months.
He seems such a strange man. Tortured. I wonder why.
Well, he has his reasons, I guess.
He's so obviously a man with many secrets.
Yes.
You know them, don't you?
Why do you say that?
I'm very intuitive.
That may be a mistake in this house.
Don't worry about me.
No?
I'm a fighter.
You may have to be.
Yes. I wouldn't be here at this moment if I weren't.
Vicky, what's wrong? Your note. Has something happened to Barnabas?
Not yet.
But is something going to happen?
You've met Cassandra.
Yes.
Surely you... Oh, you'll probably think I'm insane for what I'm going to say.
Vicky, just tell me, what is it?
You must recognize her from the portrait.
Angelique's?
She is Angelique.
Vicky.
Oh, I know her hair is different and...
Vicky. Jeff Clark looks just like Peter Bradford.
And he knew how to get into the secret room.
Vicky, we cannot be inundated by people that you've met in the past.
Angelique may have been a witch, but a witch can come back as a ghost just as well as little Sarah.
Little Sarah was not flesh and blood. Cassandra Collins is. I just bandaged her ankle, I know.
Julia, I'm not wrong.
Perhaps not.
And unless we do something, someone will die.
Oh, Vicky.
I know it.
Vicky, who?
The only person that Angelique cared for was Barnabas.
But that Barnabas is not here, is he?
No. But then why did she come back? The only reason that she could have come back is to
As to what?
settle some kind of a score with him. But why? I don't understand it. Why?
I don't know.
You mustn't be depressed. We'll leave as soon as your ankle is better.
Oh, I'm not depressed. How could I be? I'm here with you.
Oh, my darling. You know, so often today I thought it was a mistake to come back here, even for a moment.
You're so worried about your sister and me.
No, I'm not.
Oh, Roger, don't lie. I'm used to people not liking me at first.
Oh, I can't believe that.
She'll change. I have my little tricks. Oh, darling, the painkillers. I left them in there.
Oh, does it hurt dreadfully?
Oh, no, but Dr. Hoffman told me to take one so that I could sleep. I like Dr. Hoffman very much. She's a great friend of Barnabas's, isn't she?
Oh, I suppose so. Where did you say they were?
In the medicine cabinet. How does she happen to be living here?
Oh, that's a long story. We'll go into that at another time. Oh, here they are. There.
Thank you.
Now,
Is she in love with Barnabas?
oh, of course not. Wherever did you get that idea? What a romantic you are.
Fortunately. To us, whatever may happen.
Yes. To us.
Something wrong, darling?
Oh, no. No, darling. It's nothing. It's a little stuffy in here, though, don't you think?
No, but if you say so.
I don't believe it.
What?
Oh. Nothing. Nothing.
You said something. What?
I don't remember.
It sounded like you don't believe it. Did you see something outside the window? Someone?
No. What were we talking about?
Our plans.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, we must decide where we're going to live. Whether here or... Why did I do it?
Why did you marry me? Is that what you're asking?
Oh, yes, I suppose it is. Why did I? It's insane. We barely know each other.
Roger, come here.
I'm sorry, my dear, to be so open, but all of a sudden it's as if this entire day has been some sort of a dream that I've just remembered.
Roger. Sit down. Now look at me. There. You don't have as many doubts now, do you? Look into my eyes. You love me. You told me so. I believe you. You do love me, don't you? No, don't look away. Not until you've told me. I won't let you look away.
Yes, I love you.
But you're very tired, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Your eyes are so sleepy.
Yes. I'm asleep. I've never felt like this before. It's the day, I suppose. So much is happening, so many emotional things. You, Liz, the trip, Barnabas.
So many years, Barnabas. And I would never have known that you're free from your chains if Victoria Winters had not come to the past. You think you have escaped me, even now. You may walk in the sunlight today, but you have not escaped. No, Barnabas. In time, you will find the curse back with you again.